Philly cheesesteaks out of damn Boots Ennis. He gonna beat the Philly cheesesteaks out of Boots Ennis. Yeah, he sure is. He gonna knock him out. Oh, if Boots has some success, oh, he gonna have some success. Oh, yeah, he gonna have some success. You know, he got his speed, his power. He's very active. Yeah, he gonna have success. But when he get touched on that chin, though, ooh, shit. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my lord. That's what they're gonna be singing right after, because he gonna be got to pick his, hey, he ain't getting up. I promise y'all that. When Crawford catches, if they were to fight, man, it's easy work. Boots gonna do all the work for him.
Timothy Bradley delivers a confident prediction, picking Terence Crawford to score a knockout over Jaron Ennis, as reports continue circulating that Bud could be reversing his retirement decision. Bradley believes Crawford's timing and knack for capitalizing on mistakes would create a major problem for Ennis.
You can't be making all them damn mistakes. When you're fighting Shakur, you can't be making all those damn mistakes. You can't. The more mistakes you make, the more they're gonna make your ass pay. And Boots with all them damn mistakes and, you know, his giggly ass, you know what I'm saying? Because he always try to, I gotta get to it. You know what I'm saying? If he learned how to calm the hell down, he might have a chance. But, you know, he don't know how to calm down. He don't fight discipline. He don't. He always rushing everything. It's the Philly in him, you know? So if they were to fight, that's easy work. Terence Crawford, stoppage, knockout, brutal ass knockout. Top 10 ESP.
Adding weight to that argument, Roy Jones views Crawford as the more established fighter, pointing to the variety of challenges he has successfully handled throughout his career. Ennis remains a dangerous opponent, yet questions persist about how he will perform at this level. That uncertainty makes the potential match.
I'm saying that Bud necessarily beats Boots, but I'm definitely not saying that Boots beats Bud, because I've seen Bud in a lot of different situations. But I ain't seen Boots in those situations yet. Now, don't get it wrong. I ain't saying Boots can't win, because Boots is a monster. Boots is a totally different character from anything Bud.
Anthony Brenna and Sean Porter add their own picks to the discussion, identifying Crawford's accuracy as a major concern for Ennis. In their view, Crawford could exploit any mistakes Ennis makes, while the matchup remains highly appealing because both men enter the ring with strong confidence and a commanding presence.
Just a little too much and we'll catch him and buzz Boots. And I think that'll, I think Terrence stops him.
It's such a special fight because you got two alpha males in the ring that are true alpha males, you know what I mean?
Still, Eddie Hearn considers Crawford the one opponent capable of making Ennis's prospects truly difficult to judge. Although Hearn continues to favor Ennis, he regards Crawford as a considerably tougher matchup to forecast compared with the other possible opponents currently on the table.
Only fighter between 154 pounds and 168 pounds that I can't categorically sit here and tell you Jaron beats is Terence Crawford. And I still think he beats him, but I can't, you know, I'm so sure that he beats all those other guys. We just got to get the fight.
Lou DiBella shares that belief in Ennis, highlighting his offensive power as one of the qualities that stands out most. Ennis's most recent outing reinforced for DiBella how dangerous that attack can become when everything clicks. Chris Mannix likewise views Ennis's recent progress as a sign that he is becoming an increasingly significant attraction.
With the offense the last fight, it was scintillating to me. Like I hadn't seen somebody with that kind of firepower in a while use it that way. And the combination of having him and Benavidez on top of a roster with the guy who's probably pound for pound, I think it's a real good start.
I like the pick. I think Boots is starting to prove he's an attraction as well. I think the Xander Zayas fight.
Stepping back from the matchup itself, Coach Breadman believes Ennis possesses tremendous upside and could eventually reach the sport's highest heights. Still, he emphasizes that natural ability by itself does not ensure a remarkable career. The opponents he faces, chances he receives, and choices he makes will ultimately decide whether Ennis transforms that promise into a lasting legacy.
I've always said that he's the most talented fighter I've seen in these parts in Philly gyms. And I've always said that he could win titles from 147 to 160, which to me is the hardest trifecta of titles to win. Bro, a lot of things have to happen for that. You got to have the opponents. You got to have the right climate. You got to have the right backing. A lot of things have to happen for that. And we've seen some really talented dudes, but they go off tail. You know what I mean? And they don't get certain things in their career. And then you look back and like, damn, why didn't that guy do a little bit more? You know what I mean? So we just got to see, got to stay injury free. You know, he can't take like so many bad losses. And if he does, he has to avenge them. He has to have the great opponents. He has to have a lot, you know what I mean? But I do think he's going to be one of the top.
Ennis may need more than natural ability to figure out the Crawford problem. Bob Arum regards Crawford's adaptability as a significant strategic weapon, especially because he can smoothly operate from either stance. That versatility lets him alter the fight's appearance and throw off an opponent's preparation. Facing Ennis, those changes could add another challenging obstacle to deal with.
Crawford is an awfully good fighter. And, you know, it would take a real wizard to beat him. Crawford has something that no other fighter around has. And people haven't commented on it. And that is, he fights equally well as a southpaw or as a right-hander. And so when you train for a fight, usually the fighter he's fighting trains for him as an orthodox fighter, right-handed fighter. And so from the first round on, he'll turn southpaw, and the guy isn't ready for him. That's what beats
Danny Garcia is drawn to that contrast as well, though he remains unsure if Crawford would actually come out of retirement to face Ennis. To him, the possible matchup would pit two boxers at sharply different points in their careers against each other. Ennis brings youthful ambition and athletic ability, while Crawford carries his extensive experience at the highest level. That difference could make the fight particularly intriguing.
You're going to see Crawford come out for it or not?
I don't know. I doubt it.
Yeah.
You know, because Crawford, you know, Crawford's Crawford. You know, so.
Is that still a tough fight to call?
What, them two?
Yeah.
That's a great fight. Great fight. Young, hungry lion versus the master, the OG master.
Timothy Bradley remains skeptical about what Crawford would actually gain by taking on Ennis. While he acknowledges the matchup has plenty of technical intrigue, Bradley sees limited motivation for Crawford to come back solely because demand for an Ennis showdown continues to increase.
Game by fighting Boots Ennis. I mean, yeah, we like to entertain the fight because, you know, skill for skill, they, you know, I mean, southpaw, orthodox, they switch and all. Yeah. Boots is young too, right? But what does Boots have that Crawford ain't got? Crawford got everything Boots and more. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing enticing for a Boots fight for Terence Crawford. What else y'all get? Y'all don't understand that? Y'all don't get that? Man, Terence is retired, man. Just because you see Terence inside the gym working, trying to just stay in shape, now he coming back to face Boots because Boots is running his mouth. Look, Crawford ain't never been one to move because you running your mouth. Crawford like, man, come on, bro, get your weight.
Sure. Paulie Malignaggi echoes those doubts, questioning whether a showdown with Ennis would truly benefit Crawford at this point in his career. He considers the potential fight a challenging assignment and ultimately remains doubtful that Crawford would return from retirement specifically to chase it. So, you know,
there might be a little bit too much biting off more than you can chew at the age Crawford is at, you know. But I don't see Crawford coming back.
Crawford has further complicated the conversation with his own response. He rejects the notion that Ennis was prepared to face him in the past while making it clear that he respects the seriousness of the comparison today. Crawford also calls on Ennis to speak more openly if he genuinely wants to place his name alongside his.
Thank you. Stop playing with me. Niggas, the real boxing know why they went the other way. He wasn't ready yet. He needed a couple of more fights, they said. Stop playing. Y'all be come on, bro. That's what I'm talking about. We already said that. That's right. He said I was lying. But I don't know. It ain't his time. Brian said the same thing. It ain't his time yet. On my mama, Gilly. And I be trying to be nice because I support the young fella and all that. And he black and shit. I want to see them succeed.
That's my
But
family.
these niggas can't come up to me and do the same shit that they can do with other niggas. Niggas don't do that with me. I would slap the piss out of niggas' face. Niggas know who to play with.
But that was also what I said. His career is on.
Niggas don't even really be saying my name. They be like, oh, I'm with everybody. I'm on everybody. I'm gonna stop everybody. Niggas say my name. Niggas say I knocked Terence Crawford out.
Those remarks have only fueled more speculation about whether Crawford's career has genuinely reached its end. Showbiz remains certain that the competitive drive is still alive, pointing to Crawford's recent demeanor as a sign that his desire to fight has not fully faded. For Showbiz, several factors suggest Crawford may not be completely finished with boxing.
That's not a brother who doesn't want to fight. That's not somebody who just looking for you to push a button because he doesn't want to fight. That's somebody trying to damn fight. When you're begging somebody to give you a damn reason to whoop his ass, that means that you got your arms pumped up and you ready to whoop somebody's ass. This guy, Terence Bud Crawford, has been sitting out, but he's doing that shit. He's going to fight. Now, let me tell you why I'm so confident that Terence Bud Crawford comes back. I'm going to give you a few reasons, some big time reasons. Number one, fighters.
Showbiz strengthens that case by highlighting Crawford's latest outing as another reason. He questions the permanence of the retirement. He believes Crawford walked away while still performing at an elite standard rather than departing because his abilities had noticeably declined. From his perspective, maintaining that level could make a complete separation from competition increasingly challenging.
There's nothing to replace that. You're a fighter and fighters fight. But with Terence Bud Crawford, it's an even stranger case because one, his last performance wasn't just a good one, it was his greatest performance yet. It was the best he's performed ever. He went up, jumping up weight classes to fight the undisputed champion at 168, one of the greatest fighters of all time, Saul Canelo Alvarez, and he dominated. I don't give a damn what the scorecards say. We all know that that brother dominated 11-1. And when you're coming off of a dominant performance, a great performance like that, there's no way you're walking around talking about, yeah, let me just retire. I can't do it no more. Hell no! Terence Bud Crawford is the best he's ever been. That brother aging like fine wine. He's an alien like Bernard Hopkins.
Fueling the speculation even more, Bullmac offers insight into Crawford's recent work inside the gym. He says Crawford continues to enjoy being around the training environment and stays closely involved with fighters he has supported throughout his journey. Although those sessions do not reveal what Crawford plans to do next, they continue generating interest in his future.
Well, man, I will tell you this, man, Bud, he loved the environment that he created. We created together as a team, and so he know we was in camp, so he just wanted to come out and get some work in, just so we see where he at and have some fun with Lester. He brought Lester underneath his wing on his undercard, and then Lester just sprouted, just jumped to the top of the charts after that. So Terence is always a big supporter of Lester. And just come out, just have fun with him and just show him a few things and just work out with him for a couple of days.
As speculation surrounding a Crawford-Ennis showdown continues to grow, Bullmac weighs in on whether Crawford's latest gym sessions could signal a return. He remains convinced that Crawford's current stance has not changed and believes there is little left for him to prove inside the sport. According to Bullmac, Crawford's renewed training has an entirely different purpose.
What are your thoughts on that and what's going on?
Bud done, man. He said he done, and I respect his decision, and I want him to be done because he had nothing else to prove in the sport. But I love having him around the other fighters, to motivate them, so they trying to get to the pinnacle of the sport where he got to. So that's just one of the reasons why it came out, man. Not to get ready for no fight or nothing, just want to stay in.
Looking at it differently, Greg Hackett is not convinced Crawford's retirement will ultimately be permanent. He considers the decision too fresh to rule out another appearance, especially since Crawford remains capable of performing among the sport's elite. In Hackett's view, the door to a potential comeback is still clearly open.
People don't retire in a year and be like, I'm done for real. They come back. I'm not going to give you the respect you looking for and then you try to come back. No, when you come back, I'll be ready for you. That's if you come back. Now, if it's 5 years from now, then I can see Boots being like, Yeah, he was a great fighter. He did what he had to do. He beat everybody they put him in the ring with. He did a great job. But right now, it's too early. It's too early to do that. Because Bud could say, you know what? He could wake up one day, you know what? I'm bored. Let's go get some boxing money. Who want to fight? You know how many people would take that fight just because they can make some money? Come on, gang. So right now, all I'm saying is it's too early to take Bud serious on the retirement talk. It's too early. Bud is a nasty individual. You think he really retired? I don't think so.
However, Greg Hackett rejects the notion that Ennis must become more vocal to build momentum toward a Crawford showdown. He describes Ennis as naturally quiet and traditional in his approach, choosing to communicate his intentions without creating unnecessary controversy. To Hackett, that demeanor should never be interpreted as a sign that Ennis lacks either interest or confidence.
It don't matter. He said it. So what more do a person have to say? What you want me to do? Right. I'm not about to act outside. I'm not. See, what people not understanding is they want Boots to act out of character. That's not how he is. People that do not, he just not what people think. Like people think he's just not like that. He real old school, bro. He's of the new times, but he real old school. He not like he just not like that. So I don't understand why people want somebody to be like they would be or like what they are.
Bernie the boxer takes a different position, suggesting Ennis might have to apply more pressure if his goal is genuinely bringing Crawford back. He believes an outright challenge could carry much more impact than merely showing interest in making the fight. In Bernie's view, choosing the right words could reveal whether Crawford is truly committed to remaining retired.
Get Crawford out of retirement, then say what he said. Tell him, I'll knock Crawford out. Tell his old ass to come back. He better stick to commentating. This is what you gotta talk. This is real shit. The only way you're gonna get, now I'm being literal, the only way you're gonna get Crawford to come back, and I hope he not get upset at me about this, but he said this on his own, so I'm just kind of amplifying what he said. If somebody, whoever they is that needs to say it, says, I will beat Crawford ass, I will knock him out, he better stick to doing the commentating and join whatever retirement, because he ain't got nothing coming with me. That's why he ran out of retirement. I'll beat his ass. I'm way better.
Bernie expands on that point by arguing that Crawford would need real competitive motivation to even consider ending his retirement. However, he also recognizes that making an Ennis fight happen involves practical obstacles that go beyond public interest. In his opinion, several important issues still have to be settled before the matchup can become a realistic possibility.
Now, he put all these things in the right type of way, and then we might have something then. I don't know. I want Crawford to come back, but I'm saying, you got to get underneath his skin. You got to give him a reason to do that, He chilling right now. And I'm saying it just, I hope I can say that for the last time. We ain't talking about Boots. Somebody else just said it on the commentary last night. That's what he said. I didn't want to bring up Boots. Let's just leave it alone. It's over with. Let it go. Let it go. Because like I say, everybody ain't looking in the situation. What weight they going to fight? What weight they going to fight? Crawford a 68-pounder. 60-pounder. Boots taking this time to go up to 54. How he going to jump straight to Crawford? Come on, man.
Fueling the possibility of a comeback, one boxing analyst believes Crawford's competitive instincts could keep an Ennis fight within reach. He suggests money may not be necessary to lure Crawford back, particularly if someone threatens his standing among the sport's best. From his perspective, the right competitive challenge could provide enough motivation for Crawford to return.
The right button is Terence Crawford to come out of retirement and fight Jaron Ennis. But it won't be at 154. He said Crawford is a 60, 68 pounder. This is what I said, right? I said this before. I said that Terence Crawford is a mean competitor. He needs a reason, right? Right now, just the slightest push, and he'll make it happen. He's a super duper competitor. And with the right push, Terence Crawford will come back and fight Jaron Ennis. Because of his competitive nature, not because of money, not because of status, because y'all say he better than me. Now, he gonna say the right things like Michael Jordan.
The same analyst adds another point to the comeback discussion, wondering if Crawford can genuinely walk away from top-level competition for good. With Ennis developing into a possible threat to his position, the increasing tension between the two could become harder to dismiss. Crawford's strong belief in how he would handle the matchup only makes the possibility even more compelling.
Terence Crawford is a serious competitor, okay? Terence Crawford has that Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Jerry Rice mentality, the Floyd Mayweather mentality, right? And I think that he's starting to get that itch, right? And, he's 38 years old, but I think he's starting to get that itch, man. And there's a little bit of rivalry brewing there, right? There was comparisons for years, and now Terence Crawford he's saying the right things, man. I told y'all, man, Terence Crawford, he stated that, I'm 10 steps ahead of Jaron Boots Ennis right now. I knocked Jaron Boots Ennis out right now, right?
Lonnie B favors Virgil Ortiz Jr., drawing from his own understanding of what can make an opponent especially challenging. He highlights Ortiz's compact defense, strong guard, and controlled pressure, explaining that Ortiz rarely offers the openings fighters typically depend upon. As the fight progresses, Ortiz becomes even more effective, increasing his pressure while making adjustments along the way.
One thing about Virgil, why I'm leaning more towards Virgil, I'm a boxer, so I know what gives boxers trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And that style Virgil Ortiz got is going to give any boxer trouble because he's hard to hit. His hands, the one thing about boxers, we go off instinct and reflexes most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And we bank off you doing stuff wrong, like walking me down with your feet too close to each other. Using feints, your hands down, you not moving your head enough. That's the stuff that we bank on. Virgil Ortiz does everything perfect that gives a boxer hell. Like the way he walk you down, the way he keep his hands up, the way how he gets stronger as the rounds go on. How he's not just a come for a fighter. He makes adjustments coming.
Coach Reeg is openly frustrated by the continued delay surrounding a potential Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz Jr. showdown. He asks why the matchup keeps being overlooked, insisting that if Ennis truly needs a top name on his record, Ortiz should be the obvious choice right now. He also cautions that postponing the fight could create even more excuses if Ortiz eventually suffers a defeat against someone else.
Now y'all trying to reroute and say, let Boots fight Charlo and then he fights Spence. No, why not let that happen? All of y'all keep saying Boots got no elite fighters on his resume, so then make the fight happen. Stop trying to reroute and go different places so you can fight this person and fight that person. Because at the end of the day, let's just hypothetically say Errol Spence beat Ortiz. Is Boots gonna fight Ortiz? And then what they gonna say? Oh, he should have fought him before he fought Spence. Come on. Everybody that Boots fight, he gets no credit for.
A Crawford-Ennis showdown is still only a possibility. Yet, the conversation surrounding it keeps gaining momentum. Could Crawford's experience and timing prove overwhelming? Or would Ennis' youth and attacking ability be enough to overcome the former pound-for-pound great? And most importantly, do you believe Crawford will truly return from retirement to make the fight?